Good evening. Please be seated. I am Dr. Courtney Ross, and I have both the honor and privilege to serve as Georgia Southwestern State University's Dean for the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Associate of Science in Nursing Class of 2026 pinning ceremony. Tonight, we gather to celebrate a tradition rich in pride, meaning, and heartfelt significance. 48 extraordinary students will be pinned, each one taking a transformative step into the noble and demanding profession of nursing. That means 48 individuals are going into the nursing profession to relieve the shortage of nurses within our region. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge those who have contributed to your nursing journey. I ask the following distinguished guests to please stand as your names are called. Dr. Carrie Palmer, President of Georgia Southwestern State University, and Dr. Rachel Abbott, Provost, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Thank you, President Palmer and Dr. Abbott, for your unwavering support and commitment to the faculty, staff, and students in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. To our esteemed clinical affiliates, so please stand, and there are several in the audience that I know of. Please stand if you represent a clinical affiliate of Georgia Southwestern State University. Those are our Phoebe family, our Magnolia Manor, Perry Wellness, Flint River, Piedmont, Emory, anyone, please stand. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate our clinical partners as they serve as a bridge between the academic knowledge and real-world experience. Together, we are shaping the future of nursing and couldn't do it without you. To our dedicated, wonderful faculty and staff, please stand. Your steadfast guidance and commitment have shaped and supported our students throughout their rigorous journey. You have been more than educators, you've served as mentors, as role models, and an unwavering champion of student success. Tonight's ceremony is a reflection of your profound impact. I also invite the members of the pinning committee to stand and be recognized. Pinning committee, thank you for your diligence and care in bringing this meaningful event to life. To the families and friends gathered here today, thank you. Your love, your patience, your encouragement have been a quiet force behind countless study hours, moments of doubts and triumphs. Your presence has carried these graduates to this very moment. And to our graduates, the heart and soul of tonight's ceremony. The pin you will receive is far more than a piece of jewelry. It symbolizes your resilience, your growth, and your readiness to serve. You have mastered the science, refined your clinical skills, and shown compassion to those in need. More importantly, you have found within yourselves the strength and calling to embrace the nursing profession. Whether you serve in nursing homes, home health care agencies, or within the broader community, your spirit and power will make a lasting difference in the lives of others. Now, I will ask that you direct your attention to the screens to view a message from the world that awaits.
Congratulations, guys, you did it. Welcome to the nursing profession. We need the help. So we're ready for you guys to come and help us. Again, good job, great.
Hello, nursing graduates. Congratulations. Your hard work, sleepless nights, juggling schedules, and staying up prior to clinicals is now complete. You have made it.
Congratulations! Welcome to the profession of nursing. We are so happy for you.
Congrats, welcome to the field of nursing.
Welcome to the nursing profession.
Welcome to the field of nursing.
Hey everybody, congratulations on a job well done. All your hard work is finally paid off, and welcome to the field of nursing.
Congratulations. Best wishes on your new profession.
Amazing GSW nursing graduates, on behalf of your Phoebe Sumter Medical Center family and the broader Phoebe family, congratulations on achieving this wonderful milestone.
Congratulations to the ASN class of 2026. Let us honor the remarkable nurses you are about to become and the countless lives you are destined to touch. At this time, please welcome Dr. Palmer as he gives his remarks to the ASN class.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. Good evening. To the families filling these seats, to the faculty who've poured themselves into this class, and most of all, to the graduates of the Associates in Science and Nursing class of 2026, I welcome you and I congratulate you. I have to tell you, this is one of my first official duties as GSW's president, and I can't imagine a better place to begin. A pinning ceremony, as you know, is one of the oldest traditions we have in higher education. It goes back to Florence Nightingale herself, who was given a badge of distinction for her service in the Crimean War. Ever since, nurses have marked this moment not with a diploma alone, but with a pin worn over the heart, close to the work you're about to do. The symbolism, of course, is significant. A diploma tells the world what you know, but this pin tells the world who you have become. And who you become is not a small thing, especially today. You chose one of the most demanding programs on this campus. You gave up sleep, holidays, Friday nights, for clinical rotations, for care plans, for exams that didn't care how tired you were. Somewhere along the way, this stopped being simply coursework and became a calling. You learned to hold a hand at 3 a.m. You learned to deliver hard news gently and good news honestly. You learned that nursing is equal part science and presence, that the vital signs matter, so does sitting down at eye level with someone who's scared. I want you to know something about the reputation you're stepping into. GSW nurses don't have to go looking for work. The hospitals and health systems across this region come looking for you. Ask anyone in nursing leadership at the facilities in this part of our state, and they'll tell you when a GSW graduate applies, that name on the resume already means something. It means you have clinical judgment. It means we're dealing with someone who shows up prepared and stays steady under pressure. And that reputation wasn't simply handed to us. It was built, class after class, by nurses just like the ones sitting in front of me tonight. You inherit it, and starting tomorrow, you're responsible for carrying it forward. I'd ask you to take just a moment, look around this room. Find the people who got you here, the ones who covered a shift, who watched your kids, who talked you off the ledge before an anatomy exam, who believed you could do this on the nights you weren't so sure yourself. This pen is yours, but you and I both know it was earned with their support. In a few minutes, that pen is going to be placed over your heart. When it is, I hope you feel the weight of it, not as a burden, but as a promise to your patients that you'll see them as people and not simply conditions, a promise to your colleagues that you'll be someone they can count on in the hardest moments of a shift, and a promise to yourself that you'll hold on to why you started this in the first place. Georgia Southwestern is proud to call you graduates, and Southwest Georgia is fortunate to call you nurses. Congratulations, class of 26. Now go take care of people. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lee Swords. I'm a lecturer for the School of Nursing here at GSW, and it is my pleasure to recognize and award students for their accomplishments this evening. Back in the spring, the university held its student award ceremony, and the following students were recognized during that ceremony, and so I want to recognize them again tonight so you all can celebrate their accomplishment with us. I ask that when I call your name that you would stand, please. First, I want to recognize the School of Nursing's outstanding undergraduate ASN Student Award recipient. That is Miss Catherine Jackson. You can remain standing. The Outstanding Student Award recipient is voted on by the faculty of the undergraduate ASN nursing program. When voting, the faculty will look at merits in leadership, academics, and professionalism. So please give Catherine another round of applause. Next, I want to recognize the Summer 2026 Beacon in the Storm Award. This is going to be Miss Savannah Arwood Jones. Just remain standing, please. This award honors a student who serves as a guiding light in ever-changing landscape of nursing school. So through mentorship, they uplift their peers. Through advocacy, they champion the voices of patients and peers. Through innovation, they challenge the status quo to improve care. And through quiet strength, they lead with integrity, compassion, and vision. Like a beacon in the storm, they illuminate the path forward for others, even in the darkest time. Please give Savannah a round of applause. In addition to serving as a faculty member here at GSW, I also serve as the president of the Iota chapter for the Alpha Delta Nu Honor Society. Membership into this prestigious group of nurses is through invitation only. Inductees must maintain a high GPA and demonstrate leadership qualities. The following students were inducted into our chapter last month. So members, when I call your name, please stand and be recognized tonight. Miss Shelby Bennett, Timothy Bryan, Aaron Henricks, Catherine Jackson, Morgan Kitchens, Christopher Monos, Favor Nzegwu, Jacob Owens, Reagan Peebles, Abigail Reeves, Tyler Smelly, Caitlin Vale, Nicole Waller, and Micaiah Whitaker. Can we give this group one more round of applause? Can be seated. All right, so I'm going to also present awards for the Alpha Delta Nu Outstanding Academic Award. This award is given to students with the student with the highest GPA in the graduating cohort. Along with recognition of this award, the winner will also receive a monetary stipend. So Ms. Swords is handing out money tonight, okay? This monetary stipend comes from the chapter. The Summer 2026 recipient of the Alpha Delta Nu Outstanding Academic Award is Shelby Bennett. Sorry. Get out of the way. Go. The final award being given out by our chapter tonight is the Alpha Delta Nu Iota Iota Leadership Award. This award is voted on by the executive leadership of the chapter. The award is given to the Iota Iota member that's demonstrated leadership qualities while managing excellence in their academic achievements. The Summer 2026 Alpha Delta Nu Iota Iota Leadership Award is Micaiah Whitaker. Please come. I now invite Ms. Carrie Batchoffer to the podium.
All right. Hello, I am Carrie Batchoffer. I'm one of the faculty here at Georgia Southwestern, and I am the faculty advisor for our Association of Nursing Students. So the Georgia Southwestern Association of Nursing Students, that we know as GSWANs, is a student-led organization that supports future nursing leaders by promoting professional development through mentorship, service, leadership, and advocacy. Through our constituency with the National Student Nurses Association, students participate at the local, state, and national levels. In addition to their membership, students have the opportunity to apply and be inducted into the NSNA Leadership U Honor Society, which recognizes students for their commitment to grow as nursing leaders. Tonight, we recognize these students for their involvement in GSWANs by presenting them with cords that can be worn with their regalia at graduation. Additional cords are given to recognize students who served on our local executive board or that was inducted into the Leadership U Honor Society. So students, as your name is called, please stand to be recognized. Jasmine Artiga, Catherine Jackson, Savannah Jones, Morgan Kitchens, Amber Tucker, and Micaiah Whitaker. All right, congratulations, y'all. All right, you can be seated. All right, I would now like to bring up the Phoebe representative for the Phoebe Clinical Excellence Award.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brittany Smith. I am the nurse manager for Phoebe Sumter's ER. And this is Bryce Langford. He is part of our ER nursing staff as well as a clinical instructor here at GSW. So we are honored to present the Phoebe Clinical Excellence Award. We've both been so privileged to get to know this group of nurses through clinicals, preceptorships, and recruitment events. On behalf of the Phoebe Health System, I want to say thank you to all of the educators here in front of me and throughout the room. Through years of collaboration, investment, and a shared commitment to excellence, GSW has prepared nurses who are skilled, compassionate, and ready to take on the challenge of modern-day healthcare. The caliber of nurses that are produced by GSW consistently reflect the highest standards of our profession, and many go on to serve patients and families throughout our region and within the Phoebe healthcare system. I'm thrilled to have 7 of the 48 coming to the EC this September, so congratulations to you all. This award is in recognition of a deserving student who has exemplified professionalism and through their performance demonstrated competency required to maintain their clinical skills and eagerness to learn and exhibited a high level of patient-centered care. Over the course of this preceptorship, one student has consistently stood out by their professionalism, their dedication, and a genuine commitment to patient care. This individual arrives daily prepared, on time, and ready to embrace every opportunity to learn. This individual, whether interacting with patients, families, colleagues, or other members of the interdisciplinary systems demonstrate a positive attitude, accountability, and a level of professionalism that reflects the very best of our nursing profession. And I'm going to let Bryce speak a little bit more to this person individually.
What makes this student especially remarkable is the balance of confidence and humility he brings to clinical practice. He performs skills safely, accurately, and applies nursing knowledge effectively, and continually seeks opportunities to expand his understanding. His strong clinical judgment, willingness to ask thoughtful questions, and his receptiveness to feedback have allowed him to grow into a dependable and trusted member of the healthcare team. Patients and families consistently benefit from his compassion, empathy, and patient-centered approach, while his peers and mentors recognize his strong work ethic and eagerness to learn. This student's dedication extends beyond the classroom and clinical setting. While successfully meeting the demands of nursing school, he has also continued to serve our country as an active duty military member. The commitment, combined with his professionalism, clinical excellence, and unwavering reliability, speaks volumes about his character and future potential as a nurse. I have no doubt that he has an incredibly bright future in nursing. We are thrilled that he has chosen to continue his nursing journey with the Phoebe family in the Emergency Center at Phoebe Sumter. It is with great pride that we present the Summer 2026 Phoebe Clinical Excellence Award to Tyler Smetley. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Savannah Jones, and I have had the honor of serving as a class representative and advocate for the 2026 cohort. Many of you in this room know my story, but for those of you that don't, I'll keep it short. But when I entered this program, I was in one of the most vulnerable seasons of my life after losing my 19-month-old daughter following her battle with respiratory illness and congenital heart defects. I began this journey with one goal: to help children like her. I chose to become our class representative because I understood the importance of advocacy. I wanted every one of us to have the resources, the support, and the knowledge needed to succeed in this program. What I didn't expect to find was something just as meaningful: a group of classmates who genuinely cared for one another. Early on, we realized that we didn't have to face this journey alone. We leaned on one another in difficult moments, celebrated each other's successes, and pushed one another to keep going when things felt impossible. From the late night study sessions and early morning clinicals to the laughs, the stress, and everything in between, thank you for showing up every day and giving this program your very best. Your determination, resilience, and willingness to support one another are what made this cohort so special. I'm incredibly grateful to each of you because whether you realize it or not, you helped me redefine my purpose. Standing here today, I'm proud of what we have accomplished together. We have crossed the finish line through perseverance, sacrifice, and incredible hard work. And as we begin the next chapter of our lives, I hope you always remember that you are capable, you are caring, and you are compassionate. The knowledge that you have gained will make you excellent nurses, but your kindness, your empathy, and your heart will make you unforgettable ones. Thank you for allowing me to be your advocate. It has truly been one of my greatest privileges. I have no doubt that each of you will go on to make a lasting difference in the lives of your patients, families, and communities. It is now my honor to introduce a faculty member who played an instrumental role in our success. She challenged us, she encouraged us, and she equipped us with the knowledge and resources that will stay with us throughout our careers. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Michelle Ragsdale.
Good evening. I would go on and welcome everybody, but I think we've welcomed all our distinguished guests, so I can skip that and make it a little bit shorter for you guys, okay? So, I know that. That's why I got chosen for this, right? Okay? I feel like because I get to the point, you know how I am, the nuts and the bolts, 5-minute focus, 9-minute lecture. Well, tonight I'm going to try to do an 8-minute exit. So give me 8 minutes, we can get you out, okay? So, as the saying goes, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I can honestly say what I do, and you will love it. I love it. You will. But you're going to work hard, very hard. And some days, you're going to want to just say, what is happening? If you're friends with me on Facebook, you know I love some memes. And one of my favorite memes highlighting a nurse is working in healthcare can literally go from easy money to, yeah, this is my last day real quick. Although that's not grammatically correct, it makes me laugh every time I see that. One thing that Savannah just alluded to is when she started the program, or didn't allude, she told us she lost her daughter. Well, when I taught you guys last fundamentals, it was the first time I had taught that class in a couple years, and so I had some challenges, and it was hard. And one of the chapters I had to teach was grief. And as you recall, I had a hard time. I had lost my mother, Savannah had lost her daughter, others had lost, and I just didn't know if I was going to make it through the lecture. But you guys offered me grace, you offered me compassion, and you offered me the opportunity to get myself together, pick myself up, and start again. Now, you got a break. You probably wanted the break, but it made me feel like you really, wanted me to get myself together. You were tired after that 6 hours. But tonight, I want to focus on you. I want to focus on faculty, and I want to focus on families, and then you again. Today is your pinning ceremony. But to me and other faculty, this is an extraordinary. It feels like an emotional goodbye, but an exciting hello. As your faculty, we have spent this last year working with your theory, working with your skills, your clinical reasoning, collaboration, just to name a few. But honestly, the greatest lessons were never found in our textbook. They were found in the moments that you doubted yourselves, but you chose to keep going. They were found in those early mornings, those sleepless nights, those clinicals, examinations, car accidents, a lobby, okay, sickness, family loss, but you wanted to give up, but you did not. Tonight is so special. We're not here to celebrate who has yes, we did celebrate a high GPA, but we're celebrating more than just a GPA, something that cannot be measured, okay? Also, we're not worried if you completed your SurePath lessons, right, Laura? Okay? So tonight we celebrate perseverance, okay? Let's be honest. When you started the program, think about when you are driving your first day to clinical. You probably had your fresh scrubs on. You had your Littman stethoscope. You probably had maybe a latte or your Stanley cup, and you're in your car and you decide, okay, I'm gonna rock to the theme of Cozy and the Rocket to Grey's Anatomy, and I'm gonna save a life. Then Miss Long says, who's taking the first patient? All of a sudden, everybody scatters to the clean supply room. Where is it? Where is it? Then you have to give medications, and you're checking and you're rechecking. And Miss Cartwright, you're looking at her, is it safe? Let's not forget maybe your first IV. Some of you did great. Some of you probably, let's say it was the mannequin, had a rough day, okay? So somewhere along that journey, you also discovered a great nursing skill, looking calm while panicking, right? Maybe Miss Swords, for example. Maybe she said, can you explain what's going on with the patient? Outside, you're like, yes, ma'am, I sure can. And inside, I'm not really sure. What about the clinical nursing judgment models that y'all had to do? What patient really asked you about their nursing diagnosis of altered health maintenance related to substance use? They may not have asked, but it was relevant and it was appropriate, and you needed that final 90, so you just couldn't have to focus on that anymore. But here's the amazing part. Every single one of those moments made you better, not because you did everything right, but because you kept showing up. Faculty, tonight is emotional for you too. You've watched these students grow from nervous beginners where they put their stethoscope on backwards, but now they're graduates, able to notice subtle change and recognize that before the doctors do, in all actuality. You've challenged them because patients deserve nurses who are prepared, not just to celebrate their successes. Faculty, you've corrected their mistakes. Sometimes these students thought you were being hard on them. Years from now, they'll understand. You weren't making school difficult, you were making them safe. And families, you also deserve your recognition. You may not know the difference in diastolic or systolic, but you learned that exams always happen the day after birthdays. You accepted canceled vacations, cold dinners. You became experts at saying, "You've got this." Even when your graduate wasn't sure, you loved them through it. Now back to the graduates again. I'm getting there. I think I'm right at the 8 minutes. Look around the room at your classmates. The people sitting beside you know exactly what you've been through. They know what it's like to cry after an exam. They know what it's like to celebrate, to laugh so hard during study sessions in the library or classroom, and they really didn't actually study, except you got great tips from your famous TikTok Jaden. These classmates came something more. They became your people. Someday you're going to work in different hospitals, different specialties, different clinics, but every time a nurse mentions nursing school, you'll smile with that hint of sarcasm because no one understands it quite like another nurse. Now, some advice. Don't lose your sense of humor because nursing will give you stories no one else will believe. You're going to answer a call light and somebody's going to say, "Can you give me my remote?" And it's a 6-inch movement that you'll see. Or you'll look for your pen 20 minutes and it's in your pocket. Or if you work with me, it's probably in a patient's room with my glasses that I've lost for the 100th time. You'll finally sit down to eat and a call light will magically activate. So you'll also know what day of week it is by looking at your work schedule rather than the calendar. And despite all those long shifts, aching feet, emotional days, charting, alarms, unexpected change of shift admissions, codes along the way that give body fluid on you where it's really not supposed to be, but you'll come back. Why? Because nursing isn't what you do, it's what you become or who you become. There will be moments when there's no applause. You'll sit quietly beside someone taking their final breath. You'll celebrate parents when they see their newborn baby. You'll comfort frightened families. You'll hold the hand when someone has no one else. These moments are not going to make the news. They're not going to give you trophies, but they're going to change lives, including your own. That's the privilege of nursing. So tonight, as you receive your pen, remember this. It doesn't say you are everything. It says you are prepared to keep learning. It says you're willing to serve. It says you've chosen compassion over convenience. It says when someone is having the worst day of their life, you choose to enter that room. The world doesn't need perfect nurses. It needs kind nurses, curious nurses, honest nurses, nurses who admit when they don't know something and ask for help, nurses who remember behind every diagnosis is a human being. And after watching this class grow, I have no doubt that's exactly who you will be. So congratulations, summer ASN 2026 cohort. May your IV thread on the first attempt. May your coffee be strong. May you never have a change of shift admission or a newborn delivery. May your charting always be completed by change of shift. May your coworkers become lifelong friends. May your compassion never run empty, and may you never forget why you chose this incredible profession, even on the hard days of, yeah, this is my last day. Now, for your final activity, because you know I like activity, for this last lecture and for me, your activity is to celebrate tonight, hug and cover your family and friends with love, and don't forget to come see me for your RN to BSN. I love each one of you.
Hello, my name is Paige Long. I've had the privilege of being with you guys all for the last solid year. You're probably ready to get rid of me now. I'm going to read for you the symbolism of the pen, but I got to take my glasses off so I can see. But before I do, I just want to say that I am so proud of you guys. So proud. You guys have overcome so much this year. I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. So many of you have gone through so much this year, and you've persevered, and you guys are going to be amazing nurses, and I'm so proud of you all. Okay, now I'm going to read the symbolism pen. All right. Okay. I can't see it because my eyes are wet. I'm sorry. Okay. The tradition of the nursing pen and the ceremonial penning originated with Florence Nightingale in 1860. At the time, Nightingale had been awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and dying in the Crimean War. Nightingale chose to extend the honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a medal for excellence. A nursing pin is a type of badge usually made of metal such as gold or silver. The pin is worn by nurses to identify the nursing school from which they graduated. Traditionally, the pin is presented to newly graduated nurses by their faculty at a pinning ceremony as a symbolic welcome into the profession. Most pins have a symbolic meaning which often reflects the history of the nursing program for that school. The pin that our GSW graduates wear is no different, as it carries its own unique history and distinction. The pin was designed by the first 6 graduates of the associate degree program in 1956. The design reflects the front profile of the administration building at the time. The graduates who designed the pin were Mert Knight Radney, Lorraine Stafford Jones, Peggy Kitchens Killinger, Janice Robinson Kitchens, Catherine Pritchett Mims, and Joyce Slatton. In 1975, the program's first 6 graduates of the new RN to BSN program designed an addition to the pin, a wreath which could be added to the original nursing pin. Graduates of the nursing degree program were traditionally pinned with the original program design, while RN to BSN graduates received a pin featuring a laurel wreath. Beginning in 2002, with the induction of the new generic baccalaureate program, all graduates now proudly receive a unified pin that combines the classic elements of both degree pin with the distinguished wreath of the RN BSN design, celebrating the program's shared heritage and ongoing commitment to excellence. The pinning ceremony itself is much more than an event to mark the completion of nursing school. It is a rite of passage into the profession and a reminder to all of us nursing's well-founded historic promise to serve. Our hope is that you will wear your pin with the same degree of pride that GSW graduates for over 65 years have felt as they have worn their own. As lecturer and faculty of the School of Nursing, I'm proud, very, very proud, to be among the first to welcome you to the nursing profession. Congratulations.
Now we will begin for the students to receive their pins. Jesse Atkins, Jessie will be pursuing a career as an ICU nurse at Crisp Regional Hospital. Taluwalupe Alabi. We call her Alabi. She's still deciding. Sydney Amato. Sorry. Sydney will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial. Jasmine Artiga. Jasmine will be pursuing her career at Med Surg at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Shelby Bennett. Shelby will be in the surgical intensive care unit at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Olivia Bevel. Olivia will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Mackenzie Bishop. Mackenzie will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Jaden Brown. Jaden will be pursuing his career as a med-surg nurse at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Chantel Brown. Chantel will be pursuing her career as on the nephrology unit at Archibald Memorial. Timothy Bryan. He will be pursuing his career at Emory on pulmonary medical surgical. Sonica Burton. Sonica will be pursuing her career as a med-surg nurse at Piedmont Macon. Vernaya Cooper. Vernaya Cooper is undecided. David Covey. David will be pursuing his career as the emergency department nurse at Phoebe Sumter. Brittany Ash. Brittany will be pursuing her career as a pediatric nurse at Navison Beverly Knight Olson Children's Hospital. Taylor Floyd. Taylor is undecided but would like to be in emergency department. Allison Goodall. Allie will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Erin Heinrichs. Erin will be working in the ER at Emory Warner Robins and continuing the BSN program. Whoop, whoop. Omar Hernandez Mendez. Omar will be pursuing his career as a cardiac observation nurse at Atrium Health Navicent. Michael Hortman. Michael will be continuing his career with Phoebe Sumter Medical Center ER. Rylan Hewley. Rylan will be pursuing her career as a cardiac step-down nurse at Emory Hospital. Catherine Jackson. Catherine will be pursuing her career as a dialysis nurse at DaVita Dialysis in Loganville, Georgia. Savannah Jones. Savannah will be pursuing her career as a pediatric pulmonary nurse at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Morgan Kitchens. Morgan will be pursuing her career as a critical care nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Laura Lee. Laura Lee will be working as a cardiovascular intensive care nurse at Atrium Health Navicent, Macon. Ashley Manville. Ashley will be pursuing her career as a critical care nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Shirley Mercer. Shirley will be pursuing her career as a clinical coordinator at DaVita and cross-training in the ER at St. Francis Hospital. Zamaya Miller. Zamaya will be pursuing her career as an ER nurse at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Christopher Manos. Christopher's goals are to start off in a med-surg unit for a year and then would like to transfer to an ER or ICU setting. Harley Murphy. Harley is unsure where she wants to work and start her career as a nurse. Favor Inzagu. Favor will be working at a medical ICU at Northside Hospital. Jacob Owens. Jacob will be pursuing his career as a surgical trauma intensive care unit nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Mallory Reagan Peebles. Mallory will begin her career in the emergency department at Tift Regional Medical Center. Yanni Pippa. Yanni will be working in the ER at Phoebe Sumter with one day of aspirations to be a flight nurse. Megan Presley. Megan will be working at Northeast Georgia Health System on a cardiac step-down unit. Abigail Reeves. Abby will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Tift Regional Medical Center. Sydney Richards. Sydney would like to pursue a career in an emergency or trauma, but the hospital is undecided. Katrina Rogers. Katrina will be pursuing her career as a psych nurse, but would also like to end up in the ER one day. Loxley Slocum. Loxley will be beginning her career in inpatient medical oncology at Archibald Memorial, Thomasville. Tyler Smelly. Tyler, as we know, will be beginning his career with nursing at the emergency department at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Ashlyn Stanley. Ashlyn will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Josh Strickland. Josh will be pursuing his career as a med-surg nurse on ortho neuro floor at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. Kaylee Taylor. Kaylee will be pursuing her career as an ICU nurse at Emory Hospital, Warner Robins. Amber Tucker. Amber will be pursuing her career as a neurotrauma nurse at Atrium Health Navicent. Caitlin Vale. Caitlin is still deciding, but she actually looks forward to being home with her girls. Shamika Walker. Shamika will be pursuing her career as a medical surgical nurse at Emory Warner Robins with plans of cross-training in the ICU. Nicole Waller. Nicole will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. Micaiah Whitaker. Mick will be pursuing her career as an emergency department nurse, but undecided in a facility. Chloe Wadzinski. Chloe will be pursuing her career as a pulmonary med-surgical nurse at Emory Warner Robins. And now we will have the significance of the lamp by Dr. Slipper.
Good evening. The significance of the lamp. Florence Nightingale has long been known as the Lady with the Lamp. Throughout her service in the Crimean War, beginning in 1854, she was seen on numerous occasions carrying a typical copper or linen candle lanterns of the day. Research suggests that Florence Nightingale often spent 10 to 12 hours a day working tirelessly to correct the primitive sanitation and grossly inadequate nursing facilities found in the large British barracks in Turkey during the war. Apart from her contributions to the physical upkeep of these barracks, publications confirm that Miss Nightingale utilized such lanterns as she cared daily for patients. She went on to establish a nursing school with her writings lead to the worldwide healthcare reform. Florence Nightingale's use of a lantern for directional guidance and visibility has resulted in the establishment of tradition here at Georgia Southwestern State University and in many nursing schools nationwide. Today, the oil lamp is often viewed as a symbol of learning and nursing education, as lanterns have historically enabled reading and study in hours of darkness. The nursing faculty at Georgia Southwestern State University School of Nursing would like to embrace the lamp as a symbol of commitment that each student here today is making to the nursing profession and to the community. The lamp also reflects the degree of trust placed in the nursing profession by society and your desire and promise to uphold the trust. Our hope for you as you light the lamps today is that these lamps will symbolize the seeking of guidance on your path to carrying out your nursing responsibilities, and the oil in such lamps will symbolize the strength and energy with which you will carry out your duties. At this time, I would like to invite every nurse in the audience to stand and read with us the Nightingale Pledge. You can find this on the back of your program. All right, repeat after me, please. I pledge myself here before my family and friends and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, advocacy, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept the duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and in the significance of this privilege that I make today. Thank you, and I'd like to call Ms. Brandy Pfeiffer to the podium at this time.
Y'all can extinguish your lamps, and y'all may be seated. We're going off script here. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing someone whose influence on my life and career is difficult to put into words. For the past 15 years, she has been my mentor, my teacher, and my example. She helped teach me what it truly means to be a nurse, and later, what it means to prepare others to become nurses. Through her words, her actions, and the example she has consistently set, she has taught me to love this profession, honor its responsibilities, and embrace the privilege of being a nurse educator. Perhaps the most importantly, she has shown me grace. She has extended grace to me when I needed it, and she has taught me how to lead, teach, and serve others with the same grace-filled spirit. As she prepares to retire, this moment is especially bittersweet. We celebrate her remarkable career in this well-deserved new chapter, while knowing how deeply her presence will be missed. But the legacy of being a nurse educator does not end with this retirement. It continues through every student taught, every nurse inspired, every patient whose life is touched by those nurses. Yet another important piece of wisdom you've taught me. I'm a better nurse, a better educator, and a better person because of her influence. On an evening when we celebrate the beginning of these soon-to-be graduate nurses and welcome them into the profession, it is especially meaningful to honor someone whose career has helped shape so many others, including mine. As we bring this pinning ceremony to a close, I can think of no one more fitting to offer our graduates these final words. It is truly one of my greatest honors to introduce my mentor, my colleague, and my dear friend, Dr. Teresa Teasley, who will deliver tonight's closing remarks.
Thank you, Ms. Pfeiffer. Thank you all. I think this is my 44th pinning ceremony over the last 25 years serving as an academic nursing educator and 40 years in the nursing profession. And I'm so excited for all the opportunities that lay ahead for all of you guys. As we conclude this special ceremony, I'd like to share a few things with our graduates. Tonight you have crossed an important milestone. Your pin signifies your commitment to excellence, service, and compassion. It represents early mornings, late nights, challenging exams, clinical experiences, moments of self-doubt and determination. You have earned this recognition. As your Associate Dean, one of the greatest privileges of my career has been watching students enter this program with a dream and leave as a professional nurse. I have witnessed your growth, your resilience, your determination, and your commitment to learning. Today, I'm proud to call you colleagues in the most respected profession in the world. Your learning doesn't end tonight, though. You still have one very important test to complete, right? NCLEX. Take a few days to celebrate with your family and then spend the next 4 to 6 weeks studying. Study hard, study every day to prepare you. Your faculty have prepared the way. Now it's time for you to really dig down, concentrate, and bring it home. Remember that as nurses, we're called to be lifelong learners. I know y'all have heard us say that over and over. Continue to learn all that you can in your area of practice. This can be informally through means such as professional development sessions, webinars, courses, reading professional nursing journals, or through formal means like returning to us at GSW for your RN to BSN. And you already know you got the best instructors in the world right here at GSW. We have 1- and 2-year degree programs of study, and all of the nursing classes are online, so they're built around your schedule, and you can schedule it and complete it at your pace. Y'all know Mr. Wicker? Yeah, he's there watching in the back. You just give him a call. He's going to get you started on that next degree right here with us for your RN to BSN. He's going to take care of you. He's going to get you registered for those classes, and he's going to help you along the way. You're his people. You're our people, okay? Some of you might decide to go on for a graduate degree in nursing. Well, guess what? You can continue that right here at GSW too. We have graduate nursing degrees in the family nurse practitioner, educator, leadership, and informatics tracks. We have those representatives here with us tonight as well. Always challenge yourself to learn something new every day. Remember that your pen is a promise. I've got mine. I'm a double cane also. ASN, BSN, Georgia Southwestern. Here it is. Yeah. Remember your pen is a promise to serve with integrity, to advocate with courage, to practice with excellence, and to care with compassion. Never underestimate the power of your presence, your kindness, and your willingness to care. As Associate Dean, I'm so proud of each one of you. You will always be a part of the GSW nursing family, and we will celebrate your success just as we celebrate this milestone tonight. It has been our privilege to prepare you. It is now your privilege to serve. Family and friends, I just ask that you please remain seated until the recessional, and graduates, as we recess out, please remember to gather in the hallway so that we can get a group photo. And thank y'all.